Good morning. So let us talk about Procure platform. So, so this platform primarily connects both buyer and supplier. Okay. So if you take any scenario, in any normal business scenario, an end-to-end transaction. Okay, if buyer wants to purchase something from supplier, so buyer has to send an order, and then supplier has to approve it and then deliver the product. Right from there, uh, buyer has to receive the product and then acknowledge it, and upon accepting them from the buyer, and then supplier will be releasing the invoice. Right, that's where buyer will be release the payment, and then supplier will confirm. So this is for one transaction, like for one business operation. If you see at a buyer side and supplier side, totally 8 transactions involved, right? So there is a lot of room for a communication gaps, right? And the visibility perspective. So if a buyer places an order, so whether the supplier accepted the order, or whether he is delivering it, or whether he is not accepted so far, so there is no clue unless until buyer has to pick up a phone and call or send an email, right? So if you think about one buyer, right? How about if you have like hundreds of customers, hundreds of buyers? So if there is a platform which will connect both suppliers and buyers and provides 100% visibility, then you can improve your operations, and you can improve the productivity 50 to 60% for the current operations. Okay, so let me run through a demo how exactly this platform will add value to both buyer and supplier. Okay, so now if I take this is a supplier account. Okay, let me log in again. So this is the URL. So this is a supplier account, and then this is a buyer account. Okay, so now if you see here, so in current in my demo, I will be playing both the roles, supplier and as well as buyer. In reality, supplier will play supplier role and buyer will play buyer role. Okay. Now, let us start with the high level dashboard, because yeah, at a high level, this dashboard talks about what are all the new orders received from various buyers, how many are in process, how many are delivered, how many are payments you received, and how many quotations are waiting for your approval. So end of the day, this dashboard talks about all your action items. Okay, each dashboard is nothing but an action item. Okay, let me start from here. So yeah, before jumping into ordering process, I would like to walk you through the basic platform features. Okay, so here this is item. In case supplier wants to create items, right, for all the items whatever he is supplying to his customers, that's where the journey starts. So all items can be created either through UI or through CSV or Excel imports, right? In item master, we can provide all the information like item code, category, types, and currencies, right? And all the values along with the 3 images, image 1, image 2, image 3. So you can upload all the images. So once your item master is done, right? Once you're done with your item master, the next thing is item versus buyer mapping. I will explain you like at a high level. What is buyer mapping? See, you may be selling 100 items, but end of the day, not all 100 items to all buyers. So if you want to tie up, okay, for this particular buyer, for this particular customer, I want to sell. I am selling only this 10 items. For this buyer, this 10 items. Like that, if you want to show only the one which you're supplying to your customers, that's where you can come back and set up your accounts to, sorry, your items to the respective buyer. Okay, and then price updates. So price updates, because as a supplier, you can always you can change the prices and everything, right? So here what you can do is you can download the prices excel, and then you can upload all the prices, right? Price changes. So for any price fluctuations and all, just run one update, and this update will send a notification to all your buyers saying that, hey, listen, this product price has been changed, right? It is either increased or decreased. Okay, for increases of any prices, so you cannot just increase and then go ahead with ordering. So your client has to approve it. Okay, and then next one is promotions. So for the promotions, it's all about buy one get one free. For every promotion, whenever you wanted to give a promotion, so you can give a promotion code, like for so and so quantity. So what is the free item, and what is the starting date, ending date for the promotions, and all you can set up your promotions. Okay, I will cover this thing in another demo. So now what is price tag? So price tag is something where you want to supply the product to your customers with various ranges. Meaning the product cost is say $10, but you don't want to give say $10 to all your customers, right? You want to classify your customers. So whomever you are doing very good business with you, you will give them the very good pricing, right? For example, out of the customers, maybe 20% of the customers are very huge turnover customers, right? For them, you wanted to give for the $10. Maybe rest of the 30%, they're okay, they are not doing the turnover like these people. So for them, maybe you wanted to sell to $12, right? And for few very kind of customers, like guest customers, are very customers where they do very less business with you. For them, you may need to sell the same thing to $14. So like that, we are allowing to create a price tags. You can configure all your price tags like platinum, gold, silver, and everything, right? Once you configure a price tag, then go ahead and set up the prices for each item. For example, Apple iPhone gold $500, platinum same one for platinum $300, silver $400, and like that, platinum, gold, and silvers, right? Like this, you can give various prices for the same item. Like platinum price is different, silver price is different, and then gold price is different. So once you have a different set of prices defined for an item, then you go ahead and set up the classification. Okay, this customer is gold customer, this customer is platinum, this customer is silver, like that. So once you set up the price tag at a customer level, from that time onwards, you need not worry about prices. System will take care based on the item you selected, and based on the price tag it is selected, it will give you the cost automatically. Okay, now and this is pretty much user management. You can create all your employees here under user management, and then you can create a roles, different roles. You can create a different roles, manager or accountant, delivery boy, and all different roles. So once you create a different roles, and then you can give the role access. For example, for the manager role, you wanted to give so what are all the different transactions permissions you required. You can give all those things, right? So, and then this is about changing your passwords and all. Okay, now let us start the demo. Okay, so now your buyer wants to order. Now this is about buyer perspective. Okay, so yeah, he is your customer or a buyer, so you want to purchase something from you. So assume that you have given him the same portal. Simply he will come here, click on order now, right? He will select which supplier, right, and search. Right. So here he will see all the images, right, along with products and everything. So that's where he can set up. So I need 12 mobiles, and I need this one is 10 mobiles, the same delivery date or different delivery dates. So I can select, right. So once I select my orders, simply I will go for a checkout, and here I can give any delivery instructions. Deliver product by tomorrow 4 p.m. And if you want to pass any internal instructions or remarks, so you can add the remarks here, right? And if you want to change any delivery date overall, so you can change the delivery date also. So once you done with everything, just place an order. So this is one way of placing an order. Simply is kind of e-commerce template. You go ahead and select the quantity and all, and then done. You're done. Now, for you, like to refer your order. So where is my order? So I can see that where is my order? My order at this point is in a pending status, right? Just now I created order. So till now my supplier, he haven't hasn't gone through it yet. So now at a supplier perspective, you see at a supplier perspective, the guy sitting at a supplier side, this portal, he will be managing this portal, and he will see that, okay, these are all the new purchase orders created by various customers, right? Various customers, right? So he will verify, okay, for example, this order, he will verify at the supplier side, okay, can I deliver everything, the dates and everything is okay, right? Then he'll approve it. It is not necessary that supplier has to approve. For example, supplier may not be able to deliver the quantity what buyer is expected, may not be able to deliver to the delivery date. In those scenarios, he can always change it, and then again it will go for approval. Okay. Now let me accept it. Okay. So now I have accepted this order, meaning yes, I will deliver. Correct. So if you think at your buyer perspective, as I have been talking about visibility. So his window, he can refresh his screen, and he can see that the order has been accepted by supplier, right? So now if you look at a buyer supplier perspective, right? Supplier perspective. So to avoid confusion, if you see here the name Pat Buyer, so this is the buyer account. SMIT supplier, this is supplier account. Okay. So yeah, you don't get confused when I'm switching over the different tabs. Okay. Now, so the first thing is, at the supplier side, first thing is accepting an order. What is the major challenge is the delivery, the logistics. Okay, that's where it talks about pending goods issue, right? So once he accept an order, and internally from his team, so they have to do the shipping and everything. So for that, we do have three processes. One is picking, one is packing, one is delivery, right? Or else, if you don't want to follow the three processes, you can always start with deliver one process like deliver. Okay, and primarily, I'm not going in depth of about it. When this portal integrates with any backend system, SAP, Oracle, any Microsoft Navision, any backend system, ERP. So that's where you will be delivering from ERP. ERP will update from the buttons from here. So that I will show you another demo, right? So this demo is only about Procure-to-Pay platform. So now I just want to I have completed. My team has completed picking up the process, right? Picking up the order. So this is a runtime visibility. Okay, my customer, if he wants to see where is his product right now, so he can see that product is in picked status. Correct. So now, yeah. So if you supplier perspective, so picking is done. Then some other team is starting packing on it. So they packed on it. Okay, they have completed packing. So once they have done with the packing, so normally all industries what they do, they print the packing slip, and then they will take a printout of it, and then keep it in the same box. Correct. Keep it in the same box, right? On box, and then they deliver it. So once the product has been delivered to your buyer. So here your buyer can see the status is delivered, right? Product has been delivered. So now it's on the way. So here I just wanted to I just wanted to add one point. So this platform is also allowing carriers or transporters to come and integrate and collaborate. So in that scenario, for example, if we talk about Singapore, so we are working with Ninja Van carrier. So whenever the product is shipped, whenever the product is handed over to the particular transporter, from there you can, the buyer can see the track of the transporter, where exactly the vehicle right now, and what time it can reach the destination. But okay, yeah. So now at the buyer side, so he will be waiting for his products which are he ordered to the his suppliers. So as and whenever he received his physical product, that's where he will open sign GRN, because these are all the GRN he need to sign. Okay. So here, uh, he will open that particular box and he'll see the purchase order number and open it, open the transaction and verify the physical, what is there in the box versus what is ordered. Okay. I have ordered 12 and 10 quantity. Is my supplier delivered entire quantity, or is my supplier delivered shortages? Like I ordered 12, he might be delivered only 6, or sometimes overages, meaning I ordered 12, but some reason he sent 20, and sometimes product might get damaged. So all those scenarios, you have n number of use cases, like 6 to 7 use cases in this example. So I can handle here. Either you reject complete line, you reject partial line, you reject entire PO, you accept entire PO. In case of any rejection, you can take a photo and you can attach the photo here. Everything you can do, right? So once, if in this case I'm saying okay, everything is okay, I'm accepting everything, and then we are asking to sign your buyer and then process it. So once as a buyer, once I sign the document, once I sign here, meaning yes, I have received, and I am acknowledging my supplier saying yes, I have received. Okay. In future also, for example, for any auditing purposes, who acknowledged it, who received it, meaning you have visibility like at what time, who received it, and his sign as well, right? And then supplier side. Generally, what will happen in supplier side, when supplier delivered the product to his buyer, he wants to, he wanted to understand like how was the delivery? Is it like completely okay, or else is something missed in transit and everything, right? So here, whenever the buyer opens this, he can see that okay, entire thing is delivered, accepted, the customer has signed and everything. So that's where your supplier will generate an invoice copy. Okay. So once your supplier generates an invoice, the buyer, whoever is already received the product and never received invoice, the next thing for the buyer is he will be doing the payments, right? He will be paying the payments. So here there are multiple options. In case of you wanted to do multiple payments to multiple vendors, right? You can download the CSV file and directly this file can integrate with your banks, right? There are multiple options here. So now how much you are paying? So you are paying full or partial and everything. So once you pay the amount, right? Uh, so through various modes, online transfer or bank transfer, what only the mode. So that's where you are informing to your supplier saying that, hey, listen, I have sent you the amount. Can you check and confirm, right? That's where the payments dashboard talks about the payments received and not yet acknowledged. That's where he will verify it and then he will acknowledge, yes, I have received my payment. So in this way, an end-to-end supply chain from ordering to collecting money and acknowledgement. So this platform aligns both buyer and supplier, right, with a complete visibility. Now, reports perspective, the supplier perspective. So, what is my purchase analysis? What is my purchase orders, right? If I see it, purchase orders by various PO level, you know, um, Yeah, here maybe group level, you can always see the purchase orders and everything, right? And then what is your invoice reports, payment report, right? Delivery report, and what is your purchase analysis, right? Uh, so if I click on here, okay, so who is the buyer and what is the invoice number, what is the item, how much quantity he is purchasing. So you can change the views, different views, and you can see your analysis. Okay, so like this we have so many reports which you can run through various things. Okay, now if I go back my previous Excel from where we started, so right, so if you see here, at this point, we started our journey. We created an order in Procure to Pay. From there, everything is okay. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. So nowhere we entered anything again, right? So that's how with a simple one-time date, order entry, the both the supplier can and buyer can work together and close all the transactions. Confirm. So, and another thing I just wanted to highlight about the ordering features. So here we have multiple features. One is you can always order as I shown. The second is if you have a order is already created, right? So no need of every time you open order and you enter items. So what you can do is you can open a previous order and you can always do a clone of it. If you can clone it, so it will kind of a blanket PO. It will show you all items and it's up to you to decide. Okay, I need this, and then just say okay. Okay, now I can change my quantity. I can change my delivery dates, anything, right? Remarks and everything. So I can place an order. So this is the yeah. Let me change the set up the date. Right. So this is the second way of posting an order. And other thing is one more is, so for example, you are there are two types of orders, right? When you wanted to send an order to your supplier every day, it is very confirm, right? In that case, no need of you create an order or you clone an order every day. So you can schedule an order. Okay, hey, listen, this order, these many items, quantity and everything. I want this to be done every day. So if you go for auto reorder, if you can set up for auto schedule, right, and frequency set up daily, weekly, monthly, right, and end date till next 6 months, till next 1 month, like that. So automatically your order will be scheduled and created on the timely basis. The other one, yes, I need to schedule my order, but still at the last minute I wanted to verify whether really I need that much quantity or really do I need to add one more item, remove one more item. In that case, what you can do is pretty much order is same but very slight modifications. So you can set up request user confirmation. So with this option, what will happen, system will generate an order for you, but it will wait for your confirmation, right? So you can, once you confirm it, then only it will hit the supplier. Okay, so far we covered you know between buyer and supplier. Since the order placement, if you recollect the steps what we did, right, just put it in a nutshell. So buyer ordered, supplier accepted, and then supplier delivered, like pick, pack, ship, right? So and then buyer should be able to view it and he can compare with his physical quantity and approve the GRN. That's where supplier was able to generate an invoice copy and buyer was able to pay the amount and supplier was able to confirm, right? So this is a transaction, for one transaction between both buyer and supplier. Imagine if you are one supplier, you are supplying for 1,000 buyers, the process is same. You are one buyer, you are getting it from 10 different suppliers, your process is same. Okay, yeah, thank you. For any queries and all, feel free to reach Invictus support team. Thank you.